Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from datingwright.
I've given up on dating because there is no age range that works for me. So I'm 55. Men who are 55 and are available are either one, divorced. If they're divorced, it's usually their fault. If you've never been married, then you're either really ugly and nobody ever wanted to marry you, or you're way too good looking and you've just been playing the field the whole time and you're a complete narcissist. Divorced men are also totally disgruntled. They think it was the woman's fault. They're mad about everything, and they're usually bald and fat. Men in their 40s are better looking, but if they're divorced, they usually have little kids. And if they're divorced, they're either pissed off because they're divorced and life didn't turn out the way they planned, or they're just busy trying to get as much you-know-what as they can because they're free again. And they're not interested in anything else but just that. Men in their 30s are fine that they haven't had kids yet or anything, because they're still in their 30s. They're better looking, they have hair,
But they don't want you.
But you have nothing in common with them. I'm 2 lifetimes ahead of them. That's it. There's nothing left. There is nothing left.
2 lifetimes? Don't she mean 2 decades? And listening to her talk, I got a feeling that it may be her attitude that's got a lot of these men maybe not want to deal with her.
Okay, so there are a decent number of profiles like this. Okay, 31, female, based in the US, event coordinator, average looking in my opinion, and wearing heavy makeup with false lashes in all of her photos, including the casual ones.
Correct.
Here are some excerpts of her profile. I would like someone who is physically my type, attractive, fit, full head of hair, 5'11" or above, at least an 8 or 9 out of 10. Looks matter to me. He must be educated and have a stable job well into 6 figures. Someone who is emotionally intelligent and a high value man who understands the worth of a woman in a relationship. I won't tolerate anyone who does not know how to treat someone like a lady. I have high standards and I'm not interested in anyone who is trying to lower my standards.
And this lady is 31 and still talking like she's 21. She's
Right.
acting like she's putting an order in at some retail store.
Now, this person is rejected because I don't think that the person that she wants will want her back. I mean, I've already seen profiles like this and she doesn't meet their requirements.
Nope.
Which means she's a 5 looking for an 8.
But what's very interesting to me is this discourse about trying to lower my standards. I've actually seen that sentiment a bunch of times in my comment section, and I don't actually know what that means. I think it's a very weird.
I think it means like men are telling them that their standards are too high and no one's going to meet them. And they're saying, oh, you're trying to lower my standards. You're trying to make it so that my standards are not realistic. You're trying to gaslight me. That's what they're saying.
Weird thing to say. Like, what do you mean other people are trying to lower your standards? Nobody cares what your standards are, and nobody cares even more to try and lower them.
Correct.
This is a free market, so you can have all of the standards that you want. You can
Correct.
ask for a billionaire if you want.
Correct.
But people also have to choose you. Now, as a matchmaker, I can factually tell you that based on what you're looking for, those people who do meet your requirements, whether or not they would want you back or not. So at some point, especially for someone in my position, it's simply about reality. And what I would say to this person is, hold on to your standards. Hold on to them tight and find yourself someone.
Yes, this lady feels like, why are people trying to marry me to a 6 just because I'm a 6? Why do people feel like if they're not all that good looking, they can get someone that's much more good looking than them? Now, this female client that she has who wants a guy who's an 8 or a 9, she probably hooked up with a man like that before. She probably had a good looking guy once. And
I mean, we always say it. They can't go down. Once they've had a certain caliber of man or lived a certain caliber of lifestyle, it's hard for them to go back down.
it doesn't mean that you can get a guy like that again at 31. But unfortunately, having high standards mean nothing if you're ugly or unattractive.
I get a lot of DMs and emails asking me for advice, and so I'm going to share one of those DMs now. How can someone approach another person in real life without fear of being mocked or embarrassed, especially in a culture where approaching strangers feels increasingly discouraged? In my opinion, it would be so great if people could normalize approaching each other in real life respectfully. And
That'd
you
be
guys
great.
can chime in on this as well, but how would you feel if someone approached you respectfully? Now, there are some ground rules. For the approacher, always be respectful, discreet if you can, and direct. There's no room for wishy-washiness here. And keep it brief.
See, this is why, when we say, don't take advice from women, most women, right? There's good women out there that have put in the research and the time and effort to understand men and understand women and how to connect the two. Worth listening to. Do you have to take her advice? No. You don't have to take anybody's advice. Everybody's worth a listen, though.
Approach them with a call to action. Would you like to take my number, or I can take yours? And you can actually have your number and name written out on a piece of paper just so you can kind of hand it to them and not do that weird phone contact stance. What you shouldn't do is linger and make them feel comfortable or demand any kind of answer on the spot or ever. Silence is also an answer. And if they turn you down, what you shouldn't do is put them on the spot as to why they're not interested and have them
Agreed.
explain that, because they don't owe that to you.
They
You
don't.
also shouldn't be insistent that they give you a chance. You need to drop it. Sometimes instead of approaching someone directly, they will just stalk the person or tell everyone around them and hope that they get the drift. And I get it, it's fun to have a crush sometimes, but if you're serious about this, you just need to be direct. And there are rules for the approachee as well, because everyone deserves kindness. I think it's weird when someone gets offended when they're approached respectfully by someone, because it's usually offensive to them if they are not interested in the person, but it's flattering to them if they are interested in the person. It's perfectly okay to turn someone down, and it's important to do so kindly. And if you don't have interest in them, this is not your chance for ego validation or breadcrumbing just to kind of keep that person around to make you feel good. Now, if the person is being weird or insistent or stalkerish, then you absolutely need to be firm and
Sure.
obviously take further steps if necessary as well.
Yes, I definitely like that one tip she had in there. If you can already have your number written down, a business card,
That's why I usually have my business cards on me.
whatever, instead of standing there playing with your phone, giving her your phone, going through all this, a lot of times they will take the card and just text you later. But having
The other play that I would give you guys is go to the text on your phone and adding a new text number to your phone. Just have that ready or in the stage already, and just hand them your phone. Like, hey, can I get your number? And then just hand them your phone. It's already in that text stage thing where you can or they can already enter their phone number and just text hi or something. That's actually worked out for me quite well throughout most of my life, is handing them the phone and then having them put their put their phone number in there and saying hi, and then I ask them for their name.
having your number written down to give her, it does play better.
This guy literally just told me to come to this address. I checked and it was a flower store, that's why I came. And he got me this with a little note and then a little bag of like goodies. He told me he wanted me to read this book, so I guess I'm gonna try to read it. Chocolates? Okay, what's with everyone giving me fucking chocolates? Truffles.
Did she just say what's up with everybody giving her chocolates?
Right?
Which means she's getting a bunch of gifts from people. You can tell she obviously don't like this guy.
Nope. The way she's
Okay,
kind of
at
treating
least
the
he
items.
He's so fucking weird.
Yeah, definitely doesn't like him. Called him weird.
I'm sorry, that's fucking weird. And some more chocolate.
I see all this romantic, over the top gestures of how much you want them and love them goes in death's ears, seems a majority of the time, because they think it's weird.
Okay, let's read this note. Oh my god. What the fuck?
It's a cute fucking Hello
You
Kitty
enjoy the
fucking
flowers
box.
and had a great holidays. Looking forward to our first date. Can't wait to get to know you better. Sir? I don't know, sir. I don't know.
That is a little much before even the first date, bro. Come on.
I don't know.
She called a guy weird and everything. So ungrateful. Nice guys finish last, they say.
I'm really trying not to crash out right now, but I'm actually really pissed. Matched with this guy on Hinge. He's really chatty, funny, playful. Asked for my number. We were going to go out tomorrow night, right? Text me, hey, here's my Instagram. Creep if you want to. So I look him up on Instagram. It's private, so I click follow. Go back to Hinge. Unmatched me. I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, maybe because he already has my number.
No, because he saw your Instagram. And that was his ploy to get your Instagram, is by you following him. so he can stalk your Instagram and vet you.
And then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go see if he like accepted my follow request. Blocked on Instagram. So how is that supposed to make me feel? Like, I know I probably shouldn't be like looking into it. Like maybe he's just not interested. But I'm like, did he look at my Instagram and think I was ugly? Like,
No, you look like a nice looking lady, but what is on your Instagram? Are you on there doing story time? Are you on your Instagram making videos like the one you're making now?
I am really having a hard time with dating, and I don't know how to like make.
Yeah, and these women don't even know that they're shooting themselves in the foot with all of the videos they post. They just think it's me being quirky. This is me trying to live my life and share my story.
That not
Tell
about
my
me,
truth.
because that really hurt my feelings. Like, what?
Nah. And?
I just don't understand these freaking men. I am so over this. Like, I don't want to be doing this. And I know this is how you find people, but like, at what cost?
Then don't do it. Stay
Then-
single and grow some tougher skin.
Right.
It's a cold world we live in.
Humbling moment for me right now. I had some car trouble this morning, apparently. I'm on the side of the road. Instead of thinking about how much money this is gonna cost, instead of thinking about what repairs I need, what's going through my mind right now is the fact that I don't have no man to call in a time like this. I don't have no man that can sit here on the phone and wait while I'm waiting for this tow truck. I don't.
It's like, isn't that what your friends are for? Why don't you just call your friend and be on the phone with them? You like being on the phone with them already. Like, why do you need a man to do these little friend tasks when you have friends for these things?
I have a man to come meet me so that I don't get snatched up by this tow truck driver. I don't have a man to call to sit on the phone with me while I'm getting the tow truck. I don't have a man to meet me at the mechanic. I think it's time for us to accept we need men. As much as we say.
And it's funny because she's decent looking and she has a very soft, more feminine voice, and the way she's speaking is very feminine, but still can't get a man. I wonder what else is wrong with her.
We need men.
And you can tell that she really was enlightened to find out the fact that she do need a man's help. And that realization came while waiting for a man to come help her with her car. Interesting.
Yeah, so I re-downloaded Hinge for the plot, right? And I matched with this dude or whatever. He was cute, my little type. And he asked me, like, how I got to the location I was at. And I was like, oh, I'm in the Army. So they moved me there. He said, like, you're currently in the Army? I said, yeah, I'm in the Army. And he was like, he didn't respond. The next day I woke up, he was gone. I'm like, y'all know he did not just unmatch with me.
I mean, he understands women in the Army get trains ran on them.
Like, he unmatched with me because I'm in the Army, bro. And that's crazy work.
It sucks,
Like,
but it is what it is.
What do y'all have against women in the Army for real? Like, I don't have no kids. I'm single. I got my own house, own car, all type of that. Great career. And I got unmatched on Hinge because I'm in the Army. Like, oh my God, that has never happened to me before.
Get used to
Like,
it.
what is it about military people that y'all don't like? For real, like, let me.
I know military people that don't like to date other military people. That's how much they don't like military people.
You know.
I'm pretty sure she have heard the stories just like all of us have of military wives and military girlfriends. And not only that, just the way military women look at their superiors, their chiefs, their lieutenants. And lady, it just don't go for the military women. It go for flight attendants, nurses, and the list can go on and on.
I'm so over dating and just dating black men. Like, I'm over it. Like, black men just can't get my time no more. I've been dating black men my whole life, and honestly, it has gotten me
The Tyrones of the world destroyed this one.
absolutely nowhere but fucked. Like, it is just BS. I'm so over it, y'all. I started dating Asian men out of nowhere.
Whoa.
I literally was dating an Asian man for a whole week. We went on dates.
Whoa. Leave us out of this. We're just trying to live our lives. We're just normal Asian men.
Straight. courting, gentleman, just everything. Older, established. Like, these black men be on the internet flexing like they got it so good. They got it. They swear they got it. The moment you ask them for some money, it's
So now they're trying to pit Asian men versus black men now? Come on, man. We're just men.
problem is this that. Like, why are you out here flexing, but you can't even give me $1,500 off the rip?
Don't tell me that Asian man gave you $1,500 off the rip. Gonna have to disown him from the Asian community.
When I ask you, oh, babe, can I have $1,500? Oh, it's excuse. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna send it soon. Oh, yeah, I got you. Never sends it. Then, oh, something came up.
Yeah, because $1,500 is just, so easy to just have spare to give someone.
Blah, blah, blah. Like, what?
Okay, so she's actually mad that these men are not giving her money when she asks for it. These particular black men just don't give her the money because she's broke.
I can't ask you for $1,500. Babe, my 2 car seats in the back together are over $1,000. I can't ask you for $1,500. What am I gonna do with you?
Well, you need to go buy 2 new car seats or something?
Pass me the CEOs. Pass me the men who want to have a wife and children and a home. Like, not all this flexing in the club every weekend. Not all this BS. I'm so good. I'm so over it. Like,
yeah, please leave the Asian guy alone. You seem like a good gentleman.
Please, keep it over there. Stop approaching me. Thank you.
And we are pretty sure her racist family members warned her about dating black guys.
Oh, I'm
but
sure.
she didn't listen, which means on the low, she loved black men.
There was a pretty scary survey done about what jobs people most often have when they file for divorce. Now, they looked at 3 of the top jobs
Teachers
for women and 3 of the top jobs for men. When I'm talking about this video, when I'm talking about the women's side, they were the ones who filed for divorce. This was the profession they had. When I do the men's side, it was the men who filed for divorce and the jobs they had, okay? Every time I do these videos, people get really upset because this is a generalized survey, okay? This is not my opinion. This is facts that are out there. You can Google them and find them for yourself. Everybody thinks I'm talking about Kathy that works at the elementary school in Pottsville, okay? I'm not talking about you, Kathy. It's just a generalized statement. First off, this is going to sound like I'm doing hate speech. It is not. It's just a fact of the world. 72% of all divorces are initiated by the woman in the relationship. 72% of all divorces initiated by the wife. And when they take a survey about all these men that wanted to file for a divorce but never did, but their wife eventually did file for the divorce, when they ask the man, hey, you were unhappy for multiple years, why didn't you go ahead and file for a divorce? It is almost always due to alimony and child support. They're like, I can't afford it. It's cheaper to keep her, as they say. The number 1 occupation, both man and woman, this is the number 1 occupation for somebody filing divorce on the women's side, but this is overall the number 1. Stay-at-home moms.
Yep.
Stay-at-home moms file for divorce at a rate of 3 to 1 of a woman that has a job. Go ahead, blast me in the comments. I know it's coming. Stay-at-home wives, apparently the reasoning why, when they started looking in the reason why, is it's almost always idle hands.
Correct. Because being a homemaker isn't as daunting as it used to be. Again, put clothes in laundry, put some detergent, hit button, go fuck off for like 5-10 minutes, or 30 minutes, do something else. Sweep up something. You don't even have to sweep up anything. My house has a Roomba that goes off every 2 days. It's pretty clean already. What else do you have to do all day other than cheat, find ways to fucking, fill your mind with junk, with Oprah and all that other junk?
Feel like their husbands never show them enough attention. I'm not even going to get into it. I'm just leaving it there.
Of course, we're not shocked to hear that. If her husband is at work all the time, gone for whole weeks, a woman staying at home, she got nothing to do. It's like, eventually she's going to start looking at the pool guy, the cable guy, the Amazon, UPS
delivery
man. But I still think a lot of cheating goes on at work too.
Just know if you're a dude at work and your wife stays at home, you already have a 3 times more likely chance of getting a divorce. Number 2 is nurses and doctors. Female doctors and female nurses are like, it's like 50% straight down the middle, and the overall divorce rate is about 50%. So that's pretty on track. But any kind of doctor or nurse, A lot of times the study showed it's because of how long they are away from their spouses, and a lot of times they're away from their spouses overnight if they work that night shift.
True.
And you're going to come at me sideways for this one, but number 3, women-initiated divorces are teachers, especially if they teach high school. Okay, this crosses over a little bit to professors as well, like if they're teaching college, but high school female teachers file for divorce at a crazy rate. And studies
are they trying to get with their students?
Show, and this is weird, it's twisted, take it for what you will. I'm not saying they're interested in their teenage students, but because they're around so much testosterone all the time, they're around such youthful men and boys all the time, it seems like there is like they mostly file for divorce and weirdly enough remarry a much younger man. Not saying that they're like going after the students. It's just like a subconscious thing where they start wanting a younger man. Don't come after me. That is what this survey and study proved, that a lot of these teachers that taught high school would file for divorce, and then when they did get remarried, they remarried a significantly younger man. Now, a little side note here, I thought that men, because we're on the men jobs now, I thought that men filing for divorce would be number 1 military. Men in the military are the number 1 getting divorces. Now, their spouses have various jobs, but a lot of those jobs belong to stay-at-home moms. Once again, don't come at me. It's just the fact. Men in the military have a hugely high ratio of getting a divorce from their spouse. So now let's talk about the men initiating the divorces. Well, number 1 is absolutely no shocker. It is any kind of bartender, any type of
makes sense.
They group this in with casino workers for some reason.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But any kind of like
they see the most clients, the most people.
If they work at a club, if they're a bouncer, if they're a bartender, they kind of grouped all of these things together. So essentially, nightlife employee. That's absolutely no shocker. You're already at where the cheating mostly takes place at. Number 2, they kind of lump this together. It's any kind of emergency responders. So police officers, firefighters, ambulance workers, EMSs. Number 2, extremely high rate. And a lot of this is due to a lot of the police officers working those overnight shifts, or they're working a shift where their time is kind of unaccounted for.
Yeah, EMTs
it is
working
an extremely
night shifts.
alarming rate on how many police officers will just blatantly cheat on their spouses while they're on shift. Okay, firefighters, same way. They, stay overnight at the station. If there's not a fire, their time is essentially completely unaccounted for, especially like in smaller towns and stuff. And then talking about ambulance and EMS workers, I have no idea I don't know enough about them to know what's going on. I couldn't really find a good answer when I was looking at this survey and this study. Maybe it has something to do with that the work really closely with their partners. I have no idea why the ambulance are on there. But the police officers are the majority of that trifecta. The fireman is a lot lower. The EMS is a lot lower. They just kind of lump those all together. Police officers, though, crazy, out of this world.
Police officer, I totally see it. I would have been one of my first guesses for male occupations. Would have been like police officers or firefighters. Those are the 2 I thought.
High,
and they got lumped together.
Filing against their wives. Number 3 is like any commission-based salesman, especially car salesman. And I used to be in the car world for a long time. I can attest to this.
I guess it's probably because you get fast money. You get big chunks of money when you go through sales. You kind of live that faster life.
Off the down payment cheating date. Okay, so essentially, a girl comes in, she needs a little bit of a down payment, and a salesman will offer to make that little deal. It's dirty, it's sleazy, it's nasty. I have seen it for myself at least 10 times. Okay, if you got a car salesman boyfriend, car salesman husband, just know that they might not do that, obviously not, but the opportunity will be there at least once a month. At least once a month, a girl will essentially throw themselves at the salesman, kind of giving them that wink. I'll do anything if you can make this car deal happen. I need this car deal for work. The case that I saw that sticks with me the most is we had a woman that came in one time that had just got a divorce from her very wealthy husband, and she had a car that she got stuck with, and she could not afford the payment. She needed to trade it in for a cheaper car. They wanted some money down, and she threw herself at our finance director and it was for like $2,000, and they made an arrangement that lasted months. I mean, it was crazy. It was nuts.
I mean, it's weak men too that kind of ruin the game.
Man, even the car finance guys are getting in on it. At this point, I was thinking he was going to call out all professions of the people who cheat. That was a bit disheartening, but which one of you guys still want to get married out there? But that's all I got in this video.
Yeah, no, I was not surprised by any of the professions listed on the male side or the woman's side. Those make sense to me. We talk about those professions all the time, at least for the women's side. Stay-at-home mothers, nurses, doctors, cheat all over the damn place, and lawyers. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.